Hello and welcome to IMS Today. This is Sajal Kulshresht, and today we have a very significant and a great personality seated right beside us. UPSC second rank holder 2021, an IAS posted as Joint Magistrate in Meerut, Miss Jagrati Awasthi. Coming to you, ma'am, we welcome you very warm-heartedly. India and our viewers really want to know that, right from electrical engineer and today seated as an IAS. How was the journey?
Thank you for having me at IMS. So yes, I am an electrical engineer by training, and I have worked for 2 years as an electrical engineer in Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited, where I was into transformers designing. So it has been a total shift from a core electrical job to a relatively general administration related work that I do now. Journey has been quite an informed one, I'll say, because it was all that these were all informed decisions that I took, that I wanted to shift my field from engineering to that of IAS. And there was a lot of learning involved. I got to learn about a lot of things that I was dismissive of as an engineer, what's going around in the world, international relations, polity, economy. So I got to know a lot. I think this has been an enriching journey.
Very well said, and that's really coming direct from an IS officer to me is really, I really feel diligent to be seated right over here. Over to you now. The next question I would really like to ask, time today when we talk about is really potential and is actually a game changer. How was time back in the day when you opted to, skip this 9 to 5 and really go and motivate us today for the civil services you opted for?
So see, as you said, the time is changing, technologies are getting disruptive. We are moving at breakneck speeds, and the one who falls back is the one who remains away from this developmental process. So this 9 to 5 mentality has to go. We have to work towards giving our best wherever we are. And 9 to 5 jobs are actually no longer the rule. The work from home has emerged as an alternate option where people can have flexible work timings. More emphasis is being put on the deliverables, what you deliver, the output that you give, whatever work you do. So it's more about the output that you can create, the kind of value that you add to your job. So it's no longer just sitting at the desk doing something or nothing and just getting away with it. It doesn't work anymore. We need to come up with our own knowledge, our own skills, to make sure that we do not become irrelevant to the existing economic ecosystem.
Well, definitely, I would like to add on to what you said. That's definitely not the culture we are supposed to go into, like being me from the Gen Z that we are actually into. And also, we have entered very recently to 2023, where we recently got to know, the recent budget of 2023-24 session, and wherein we got to know that India as a country has really subsided towards more startups and entrepreneurship related culture. Very well said. And moving on to the very next question, ma'am. You said like it's really relevant to, turn from a job seeker to a job creator. What do you want to say or what do you want to add on to that?
See, when I was in college, specifically in my final year, the only thought that would be constantly traumatizing me was whether I'll end up with a job or I won't. And this is something that happens with every child who is in the final year of her degree. So as long as we are looking at the opportunities created by others, we are going to struggle because we are chasing things. Better would be that we start creating opportunities for ourselves, because then that rat race stops. For once, we are only looking at ourselves, we are moving in our own ideas. And who does not know today about Lenskart? See, I'm talking about Indian startups, Lenskart or Sugar. It's a cosmetic industry. It's not that lipsticks were not existing in Indian markets, but people come up with ideas, they implement them, they create opportunities, they build empires, they build institutions. So if you're a job giver, job creator, you get to explore the plethora of opportunities that exist. And once you're a job seeker, there's nothing wrong in being a job seeker, but then you kind of restrict yourself. So rather than restricting yourself to enjoying the opportunities created by others, be courageous, take a step ahead and try just creating more ideas, curate them, work on them and materialize them. Who knows which big startup India is going to be a home to?
That's very true, and I guess everything has been laid out to the table by ma'am itself. Moving on to our very next question, I would like to ask that, CM Adityanath Yogi here at Uttar Pradesh have recently said that he is actually looking forward for a $3 trillion economy. What would you like to say regarding that?
Definitely, our Honorable Chief Minister has laid out an ambitious target for all of us to work towards. While it's ambitious, we all should aspire towards it. It will also require us to rethink our ways. Entrepreneurship is going to be the guiding factor. We can as you said, we can no longer depend upon those conventional ways. Entrepreneurship, startups, knowledge-based economy, these are going to be the things for tomorrow. We have to grow our exports. We cannot continue to rely on those conventional exports because they have peaked where they had to. Now we need to think out of the box, and ODOP scheme is there. Investor summits are being held. All this is meant to invite people with their ideas, to help them build new systems, and that would take us towards $3 trillion economy.
Well, that's actually a very futuristic approach, I would like to say. And while we talk about future, that's the youth that will be our future very soon. And including me in the youth, we'll be very soon the future of the country. I would really like to ask, ma'am, like youth these days are actually moving towards more digitalization. And India, is actually moving towards that as well. Anything you would like to add on to the same?
I think all of us together are moving towards a digital world. While having a conversation with your secretary, he informed us how IMS has gone 90% paperless in some of its departments. So this is where we are going to head in almost every aspect of our life. Ever since UPI has come, how many of us care to go to the ATM that often as we used to? With online banking, the queues in the bank regarding getting our passbooks updated, I think you people might not even be aware of that process altogether. So digitalization is going to occur. It is going to provide us new opportunities only if we are ready to grab onto those. So we need that upskilling. We need to be updated with the new technologies that are coming, be it AI, be it big networks or whatever, big data, neural networks. We need to be aware of all of those. If we are skilled enough, if we are ready for future digital revolution that has already started, it's only going to be a harbinger of more development and a better quality of life for all of us.
Well, that's really, a really output that I would like to seek towards, coming right from you as an IAS officer and to me as a student who is actually going towards a futuristic approach in India. Well, thank you so much, ma'am, for being here with us today. Thank you so much for watching. This is Sajal Kulshresht with cameraman Aman Verma, IMS Today.